Hello. Welcome back. Who am I talking to? No one's here. Um, so last time I streamed this, my computer crashed. So we lost progress. Thankfully I don't think it was that much. I think I had already traded all my stuff away. I think I was just killing time until 9 o'clock to do the main quest. Yeah, and I think what I was doing is I was just opening buildings to get some loot while time passed. Then my game crashed. Or not my game, my computer crashed. Oh. Alright, that's a disastrous start. Let's you know, it's early enough to just do a little reload, you know? Just rewind the clock. I'm not actually concerned about the part where I killed people. I'm concerned about the part where I took damage. Oh, game crashed. Cool. Punished for my sins.
Allow me to
Alright, let's try the breaking and entering one more time. I think what's interesting is that this guy attacked. One second, my mouse is leaving the window. Alright, there, it's fixed. I think what's interesting is that this guy came to attack. I guess I should get some repairs before I upset the woman. Can I get this guy to turn around? I can't. Whatever, it doesn't matter that much. I'll just grab that item on the way out. Is it just me, or is there something wrong with the brightness since I loaded? Good God. 7 o'clock. We have 2 hours to kill before we can continue. I wonder if the loot in the houses comes back every day or updates every day. Or if the houses with the good loot are static. My HP. I can't kill like a ridiculous amount of additional people, but I have some wiggle room. I wonder if I have to enter and exit a building. Oh. Local doctor sprints through town with a beating heart in hand.
The grip of the manhunt is tightening.
Vaccine will be ready by tomorrow morning. Where did you get the specimen? Barack gave it to me. That blood is unusual. Did you ask him how you came across it? I didn't have a chance to. Oh, you know, Bachelor, it's strange. I think I've learned to tell the character of a person by their blood specimen. Here's the blood of an egos. This one belonged to a poet. The owner of this blood was exhausted, and whoever gave the specimen was destined to become a great person. Well, this blood is extraordinary. So now what? Now I'll begin to produce the vaccine. Wonder how many hearts it would take to make enough doses. The technology itself is what matters. We'll report our findings to the Inquisitor and let him get the components. After all, is it not the reason he was delegated here? Fair enough. Come tomorrow early in the morning, or even tonight. The vaccine should be ready for testing. How's it going to work? I don't know yet. The solution needs to be tested. However, given that it's not really a vaccine, but rather a preventative medicine, I would expect its effect to be temporary. It won't protect the inoculated person forever. It's better than nothing. Now I gotta get back up there and see if that quest is even completable. Oops. The rat is persistent, I'll give it that. She's supposed to be. Ah, apparently hers is the okay. You know, I thought they were just reusing the model, but yeah, that girl who was dead is the girl you were supposed to meet. I guess that makes sense. Is there a way to complete that quest then? I need. That's annoying. What?
The day is over. Your timely efforts allowed your supporters to remain unharmed. A new mime performance is being rehearsed at the theater.
Wait. The abandoned district became an infected district? What? Uh-oh. The plague doesn't work like we think it does. What the medicine is today. Bottles are worth their weight in gold. 5 bottles can become 5 water-filled bottles, which can become abandoned.
So here we are.
So much blood was spilled.
Spilled? You mean by accident? Something you had nothing to do with?
It had to be done so that we could move forward. We're on the path to victory. Don't you agree?
We are. Now we know how to fight Sanpest for real. False rumors have been disproven. It's no demon. These are just tiny particles that die quickly if they can't bite into hot blood.
People fear Katarina's prophecy.
People only fear bloodshed when it's their blood and their shed.
Blood. Blood is nothing but a nutritional medium. He who sows blood reaps a ripe harvest.
A man would rather. Interest speaks all sorts of tongues.
The
and
exterminators
plays
are
all
planning to
kinds of
storm the
characters,
Termitary. Stop
even
them.
that of disinterest.
What exterminators? The arsonists who have been terrorizing the town. Mad fanatics gathered by Var the User. He's a former fire eater or firefighter or something. It didn't take him long to gather a bunch of similarly insane maniacs. He's sworn the burn disease out with fire. Is there any way to stop the assault? Well, you can't stop the assault itself, but the informers who reported that to me said that at 10 o'clock, Var the Hunchback and a few others will be around there to scout the area and look for a way to pry open the barricaded entrance. At 10 o'clock? They're going to gather at the Termitary's entrance after dark. When the Hunchback approaches the hallway, he needs to be shot. I think it would be best to lie in wait there. All this time I've been looking for someone brave enough to do this for a sizable reward. A reward from your father? No. From me personally. 10,000. Alright, I'll talk to your father.
I am crushed
Honorable
by these
Bachelor.
walls.
Come for the map.
Don't tell me that's not what you...
What's the town looking like today? Okay.
The girl is fine, but the boy...
So, Bachelor, I have some news for you. The bad end, well, you know. All news is bad these days. I'm listening. The Inquisitor whom the powers that be have sent to resolve our supposedly hopeless situation is Karminski the Hanging Judge. The man whose lips and nails are always wet with blood. You know him better than I do, though. Was the good news then? Or was that it? That was the bad one. Here's the good news. He's willing to respect your decision. Find the carrier for him, and Karminski will declare you the person who has done his job. Oh really? As far as I know, an Inquisitor would never pass an opportunity to put another victory on their record. Competition. Well, as of now, he's in good graces of the powers that be, so he can afford to do that. And besides, as you are probably well aware, the Inquisitors have a very strict internal code of honor. They'd never conceal the truth. That would equal death to them. Thanks for the news.
The girl is fine, but the boy...
Do you know the arsonists are planning to attack the Termitary? Let them plan. I hope they'll do without me wishing them good luck. Don't you want to stop them? Even if they had catapults, they wouldn't be able to damage these walls. The Termitary can withstand straight-line artillery bombardment. What if they get inside? Then they'll regret it bitterly. For goodness sake, why don't you get back to looking for the carrier, Doc? If we figure out who the bitch is, tomorrow you will leave the town a winner, and the Inquisitor will take the townsfolk's lives into his skilled hands, including the lives of the Termitary's inhabitants. What you're saying is you're planning to do exactly nothing, am I correct? I won't move a finger. And what could I possibly undertake? All my servants, mercenaries, and household members who still have the courage and the strength to meddle with this sort of affairs, well, some of them are dead, others have joined the bandits. Bandits? This is new. My household is not the only source of those. The Keynes fellows have started a gang, too. They're mugging marauders. Despair is making everyone grab their knife. They're fighting each other already. Is that so?
It's hard for us to believe in things.
Do you remember the young woman lynched on the day of your arrival in the Bone Stake lot? Quite vividly. She rarely appeared in public, and people used to believe her house was haunted. When the captors dragged her out into the light and asked anyone to confirm whether they knew this person and whether she was a human being at all, her neighbors preferred to remain silent. Why? Malogist people are rarely accepted. They're often hated because they disregard the society. I do not think it was about hatred. Those who knew for certain that she had lived next to them for many years were filled with hope at that moment. What if she really was just a step ghost, a Mara, a bloodsucker? Then everything would go back to normal in their simple heads. The order of things would be restored. Why are you telling me this? Oh.
Guests are always...
The fire starters are planning to attack the termitary. Did you know that? I do. They'll fail, rest assured. Oh, why? They want to burn out the infection. They believe that is where it's crawling from. You can hear most horrible rumors about the termitary these days. My father doesn't even want to move a finger. He'd probably take advantage of the arson if someone was to set the termitary afire. Do not say so. Oh, I really, really want to believe that father has nothing to do with this terrible plan. How'd you find out about it? My brother somehow did. He seems to care, truly. He's dying to stop them personally, but he doesn't yet know how. I only hope there will be no dying. I've talked to him already.
Guests are...
The Saburovs have
Today the guilty can be
disavowed
charged.
Clara.
Or so they say.
She's
Today,
no
someone will be
longer their
murdered in your
foster
name.
daughter.
Today, they will claim your discovery as their guideline. Positive it wouldn't make any strike true. Why are you telling me this? What carrier are they talking about? Who are they planning to kill? Most importantly, why? Would that stop the plague? Whoever it is, I want to be sure that person won't cause us any more trouble. Now everyone who is infected, and everyone who's infected by an infected person, and everyone who's infected by the trace of an infected person, all of them are disease carriers. This horde is multiplying by the second. Can it be stopped? It can. The blood that's supposed to become the evidence for the future trial has enabled the creation of a protective vaccine.
I think I'm having...
Tomorrow, everything will change. Is something bothering you? I feel a powerful surge of life force. How strange. I expected to be overcome with it on the first day, when Simon died, but it's only happening now. Time to begin. What are you talking about? Nothing of importance. I love seeing how unexpectedly, peculiarly, and precisely every omen, prediction, and foretelling comes true. It's time for me to begin fulfilling my duty. Seems like my time has come, Bachelor Dankovsky. What are you going to do? Oh, I don't know yet. It'll become apparent soon. For now I want to stay alone. I'll be sleeping. I want to dream about Mother and Simon. I want to ask them questions. Sleep.
Great.
Katerina shouldn't
Yes, what is it?
change
What happens now? Olginsky will try his best to burn the girl at stake. Talk to her. You're the least likely to fall under her spell. Perhaps she'll tell you something of interest. Where can I find her? She was staying with the Savarov family first, but then they presented her with her own house. She's too afraid to stay there alone, though. Instead, the girl keeps hiding in the foulest slums this town has to offer. Apparently, the disease does nothing to her. Those are sinister signs. And do you not want to catch her? What for? Now that Simon is no more, these witch hunts lose all purpose. I've learned everything I wanted to know. My brother was alive until the very end, and he was turned into the smallest of shreds. He's alive even now. How do you know that? I talked to him today. He needs a new body, and we shall provide him with it. So you'll require more blood spilled? No, nothing but optics. There's a place that would allow us to retain the memory of him, to focus the sense of his presence. A kind of chapel where one would be able to enjoy his company, to focus on him. I see.
I have
This guy's going bonkers.
Autumn is gloomy this year.
So yesterday you managed to capture this disease? Or so I've heard anyway. The town is abuzz with horrifying rumors of people being dissected alive. Obviously, I don't believe them. The more dangerous kinds of rumors are, it turns out, those about you acquiring a sample of infected blood. Quite so. The bacterium has been caught and encased in glass. I didn't do it on my own, though. I had help. More importantly, they say that you are now able to track down the shape-shifting disease carrier, comparing their blood to that sample you obtained yesterday. If they're one of the townsfolk, it can't be that hard to recognize them. Why are you telling me this? This is a witch hunt in the making. As if dim-witted blackguards murdering women in the streets wasn't enough. Seems that our governor is now inclined to extend his greedy reach towards the town's notable people. Several young women stand accused after the cathedral business. What happened at the cathedral? A disease carrier got into the cathedral last night. Everyone inside perished. Yes, making it past your impregnable quarantine. Human or spirit, it's very clear now that this is an individual who can walk, and is probably quite malicious. Many people are reveling in this particular certainty. How so? An inquisitor arrives tomorrow. It seems to me that someone wants to dispose of several young women before his coming. Presently, the sword of justice hangs suspended above Yulia and Lara. They have been arrested, on Sabarov's authority. But Vlad Olgimsky hasn't been idle either. If the girls survive until tomorrow, the Inquisitor will establish the truth, but someone is eager to get ahead of him. What does Olgimsky have to do with this? The Olgimskys claim they can prove the girl's innocence. Perhaps they already know who the real culprit is. Somehow I have no doubt about that. I've heard the criminal is being kept inside the termitary. I see. I'll talk to Olgimsky.
Shall we extract her memory from within the focus? Or do we...
It's been a horrible tragedy, Bachelor. Disease found its way into the cathedral. How did that happen? At first, we didn't quite realize it happened. When the screaming began, we were in no hurry to open the door. When it became apparent that something horrible was happening inside, and the banging on the doors began, we knew then that the isolation ward had succumbed to the same fate as the termitary. Damn it. The overseer saw it fit to keep the doors locked for now. The agony lasted for about an hour. The place was chock full of people. Why was their death so fast? It wasn't. They did not die. They were simply unable to move anymore. Those who were still capable of walking have been transported to the hospital. The feverish ones remained here. The overseers took care of them, taking the dead to Earth. They think it's their fault. The casualty rate is almost absolute. This needs to be investigated. Get to it right now. I, for one, do not believe that cathedral girl was Amara. I think her intentions were good. They ran out of food and water by that time. She must have been trying to feed the weakest. Perhaps there was something on her clothes, or perhaps it wasn't her at all. What cathedral girl? Some girl or lady infiltrated the cathedral at night. I've heard people say that she descended from above, but I think she must have slipped through the entrance, having tricked the guards, I mean. The poor thing must have been so scared. Let's see how that turned out. And how did it? Haven't you been told, Doctor? Hurry up then. Perhaps there's still a chance that you might save someone. They've all died during the night, and those who haven't are passing on now. Perhaps you can still do something. There's only one remedy for that. Dirty lies, all of it. Let me tell you, that salty liquid was neither water nor tears. The foul man-eater sprinkled people's lips with blood. That's what she did. Notkin told me that in the age of the blind Auric's skin, there used to be a rite that worked just like that. What do you mean? Blood. I'm talking about blood. We obviously have to find her now. How's that hard to grasp? More man-eater hunting? Well, it's a very lackluster hunt, considering the culprit already found. The cathedral guards were bribed by one of the ladies of particular notoriety, so it was she that did the whole thing. That's clear as day. Crept into the cathedral naked with just a cloak on, and sprayed the beds with rat blood. That was her plan. That the half-awake people wouldn't be able to realize what's going on in their sleepy confusion. What happened here? It happened at night. They woke up in the morning to find out that there were only two types of people in the cathedral, the dead and the soon-to-be. Tried to force the doors, both the lucky and the not so much, but no can do. No unauthorized exit. And here you go, 500 stiffs. Thankfully, at least none of our guys were inside when that happened. Those dumb heads. It's horrible. Man, oh man. Thank God my mom and I never went into that nailed coffin. Auntie almost talked us into it. Can you believe that? What coffin? Last night, Eva fed salt water to the people in the cathedral. Everyone who drank it died. Those who didn't got infected and died too. And those who tried to escape the place and run away weren't allowed to because it's forbidden. Eva? Or Yulia. All in all, it's either Anna or Laura. Some lady that was allowed into the cathedral. How do you know that? Wouldn't you like to know? Ask around if you're so smart. No point talking to you. She was offering something to drink, that I'm certain of. There was no water, so they accepted hers. Well, whatever she was cupping in her hands. She must have accidentally grabbed putrid water. I bet there was no foul intent. I've checked the river water. It's dirty and undrinkable, but it's not infected. Oh. Who are you talking about? The girl. She took pity on the cathedral sods, sneaked in to get to them, and gave them something to drink. I mean, they were all crammed together in darkness. It must have been torture. What girl? Ain't our business who or what that girl is. You're the guy in charge, so 'tis up to you. I ain't no girl judge. You figure that one out yourself. But she was nice, a kind spirit. What's she doing in the cathedral? Haven't you heard? What the hell are you doing here, then? Go there. I'm not going to retell someone else's tale to you. 'Tis a disaster, Doc. On the other hand, 'tis not a doctor that they need right now, but an undertaker. I've heard already. Have you already been informed about the situation? What happened? The disease has found its way into the cathedral. They're dying inside. Some of them are already dead. Were you an overseer last night? No. Ask the overseers. They can describe the situation in more detail. Those of them who survived, I mean. Most of them have died trying to put this fire out. Although they say that... Promise not to get angry. I'm too exhausted, too. They say Amara sneaked into the cathedral last night. They saw a long-armed woman wrapped in woolen rags shamble about the cathedral, stroking the walls with her hands. So, some beggar was looking for shelter at the cathedral. What does that have to do with Mara? Oh. Today's the day when we finally kill her. Whoever she is, Mara, Lara, or my own sister. It's time to put an end to her feast. What if it really turns out to be your sister? Sometimes ghosts spirit children away from their very cradles. They say it happened to a family of my neighbors. A herdsman's daughter had been hiding hooves under her dress for 3 years straight. A shabnak had killed her and put her white skin on. He wanted to get to the pots with fresh milk. If it's my sister, then she must be a turnskin or a changeling. So you're committed to self-sacrifice. That's commendable. Is that a new enemy type? Lawlessness in the streets. Firebombers mean business, though, huh?
Don't you think my colors have faded?
Suspect is a noble young lady. What if someone points the persecutors in my direction? What happened? Tonight, an unknown young woman got into the cathedral. She walked among the sleeping and kissed their lips. Her face was hidden under a hood, and her body was wrapped in a loose-fitting cloak. Still, when she bent down to the sleeping, someone recognized familiar features. And so you are a suspect? Everybody knows how enamored of the cathedral I am. People know I come there often. There already is a strong connection between this building and me in the minds of the locals, so I'm pretty sure they will want to drag me into this. I'm not an especially noble person, but I'm well known. People know and even love me. How does the matter of nobility even come into the question? Does it mean the suspect has been identified? The matter remains mysterious. Maria believes she was recognized, but the people there refuse to call her by name to protect her from imminent punishment. There are few women in our town that would be sacrificed life and soul for. Those who worship them so much could offer her shelter, out of love. Were all witnesses men? Everyone who is still able to speak. Agony spread like fire among them. You should talk to the overseers. It was them who took care of the infected. Yes, I suppose so.
That's okay. I found a way.
You know, I'm almost happy now, my dear Daniel. I found a way to help you, but hush. For now, it's a secret. You have a peculiar look in your eye, Eva, as though you were not quite yourself. Have some sleep. You must be exhausted. I wonder if I can pay the hunchback a visit in his home. That was new. What the heck was that? Ooh, bandage sets are expensive.
My heartbeat is uneven. I am
Is there anything I can do to be of help? Good day, Lara. The governor believes it's... Good day, Danielle. I'm not offended at all. You don't have to say anything. Do you need my hand? My arm? I want to talk to you first. Where were you last night? I stayed in, just like you advised everyone to. I found out about the cathedral situation my usual way, by listening to the shouting in the streets. And then my former milk lady, she's still alive, can you imagine that? Knocked on my window and told me about my necklace. What necklace? I had antique jewelry. It was very dear to me, and not just me. Stamatin offered me 10,000 for it. A fortune back then, especially for an ordinary kamane tree necklace with dark metal lacework. I don't really think it was worth that much, although the carving was magical. The beads from this necklace were found at the cathedral. Are you crying? The beads were in their mouths. Those poor unfortunates were muttering that Mara sprayed her tears over them. Others said she kissed them. The rest claimed that she offered them water. People called these beads Lara Ravel's tears. Now everyone will think it was my doing. I'll dissuade them. Check my blood first. It's only fair. At least you won't have any doubts that you're telling the truth then. Thank you, Laura.
Yulia wanted to see Clara for some reason.
If there's a consequence to taking stuff, I don't really need it. Like that's a negligible amount of money, so... Oh, God. Alright, well... One thing that I don't like is it seems like the quest flags are, like, out of order. Like, I was just talking to people to see if they had, like, side quests or something, but it seems to be advancing the main quest, which I haven't heard the first part of yet. I mean, like, to a degree I can predict who's going to be part of the main quest, but it is kind of random. Like, I'm pretty sure Yulia's gonna be a sample I need to collect. We'll see.
There are unseen connections.
So what is the news? Any further discoveries?
And tenuity that the world seems to be made of.
Yesterday I finally saw the murderer. A very unpleasant sight. Oh, is that so? Would you tell me more? It could have been worse. What we're dealing with is a bacterium of a very distinctive type. Although I have to admit, I've never seen anything like it. It propagates extremely quickly. It's truly unbelievable. However, I have a theory already. What kind of theory? An infection like this can only be spread by a living being, in whose blood the bacteria procreate at an insane rate. I don't believe that the host realizes that at all. Make note of how the disease behaves. It burns bright, and then it burns out very quickly. Why? The bacteria that have already escaped into the open will expire very soon. They can't survive without living blood, and whenever they find blood, they immediately deplete it, to consequently perish like fish out of water. Well, this leads us to a very simple conclusion. Find the guilty party and burn them. Then the age of blissful serenity will come down upon us. It's nothing more than a theory. If it turns out to be true, we can consider the outbreak correct. Hopefully.
People die scurrying from their homes.
Yulia, you stand accused of crime. Saburov wants to publicly announce that it was you who visited the cathedral. Does he now? So these are the consequences of yesterday's conversation. A domino effect, no less. To what do I owe the pleasure of your company, then? Did you come to see me as a friend? Or in your, shall we say, official capacity? Do you know what happened in the cathedral? Of course, a terrifying tragedy, but also a mere nuisance compared to the overall drama. Be honest with me, were you there? I know they have found something that belongs to me in the cathedral. Let us see. A white scarf made of silk, a set of silver earrings with tiny emeralds in them, a gold ring made in the shape of a squirrel biting its tail, a pair of Swede mittens, a twirine flask adorned with a crude engraving at me. Is this all? How did your belongings find their way into the cathedral, Yulia? I gave these trinkets to someone who I believe to be innocent. At least, this is what my calculations suggest. However, you have mentioned Saburov. This does not quite gel. Could it be a case of split personality? What are you talking about? Are you talking to yourself? No. Tell me the name. I'll at least be able to ask this person a few questions. I'd like you to promise me that the person in question will not suffer your anger. Instinctive anger. Inconsiderate fury. Those are no good advisors on the matter. This is a very complicated case, you see, no matter how tempting the most obvious conclusions may be. Yes, I give you my word of honor. Her name is Clara. She's a little girl with quite a few peculiar thoughts to play with. Oh, A curious definition. I assume you know her well, and have had time to grow fond of her? They say she's a gifted hypnotist. They do say that, don't they? Though I feel more amused by something else. The rumors of a semi-transparent witch are obvious nonsense, but then, how did it get into the cathedral? You inspected everything inside, did you not? The building was hardly prone to an intrusion like this. Not a single person died there in 2 days. Yes, the building was almost watertight. This cathedral's damned, Daniel. Your project required a miracle to bear fruit, yet no miracle would ever happen within this empty shell of a temple. Everything that has transpired was to be expected. The cathedral was breached because there was no possibility it wouldn't happen. These circumstances were ushered in by causes of a higher order. Still, do show me your hand, please. I need to trade things away. Or sell them. I need to break into a house to trade all this stuff away. That's what I need to do. A house that isn't infected. Person I was looking for. Take my stuff. Carry one blood sample at a time? I could have just left and re-entered. Why did I kill him? Torso armor? Nice, nice. I hope my game's not, like, soft locked because it didn't give me the blood sample from Yulia. That would be annoying.
Neither the sun nor death can be looked at without winking.
Do you already know what happened in the cathedral?
Who said that?
Yes. Tragic, but at least it makes our jobs easier. The man-eater rumors turned out to be true. If we catch her, things will get better. I don't want to believe that it's Lara or Yulia, but the evidence is too obvious to just let them walk, isn't it? Did you order to arrest Lara and Yulia? I'm going to. If we fail to establish which one of the two it was, both are going to the dungeons to wait for the Inquisitor's arrival. So the culprit was identified. Some of the dead in the cathedral were clutching expensive items, infected, of course. Some belonged to one, some to the other. Feel that unless I interfere, you will kill all of them. Fine, I will check their blood.
What has this town turned into? Truly a country of contradictions. Who knows what the creature that lives under the thin...
It is as if my temple.
I hope this changeling gets caught soon. What a despicable creature, a product of the steppes' insanity, made of bones and clay.
Do something.
Do you know that the suspect is one of the young local noblemen? If it turns out that Mara is indeed one of the suspects, will you be able to just purify her? wouldn't be in a hurry to end anyone's life, that's for sure. The person that had brought all this upon us deserves nothing but death. You'll have to prove her guilt first. The proof is in her veins, isn't it? This might be the case. And if it turns out to be Clara, please just kill her instantly and spare her the torture. I've already grown fond of the girl. I'd rather take her to you. You've communicated with her abundantly and there were no dire consequences, right? Let the truth triumph. This is what you want, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know, I guess... I'll go deliver this blood sample. Maybe you have to do them one at a time.
You're close. I know that. Actually, I guess I should talk to Angel, see what she says.
So it was Clara in the cathedral tonight.
Ah, how I wish to give this place the laugh. The sooner, the better. Anna, you're accused of what happened in the cathedral. It wasn't me. It's Clara. It was her. It's all her doing. Even the Sabarovs have acknowledged it. They're horrified, I've been told. Torn apart between affection and duty. Katerina has torn her clothes to pieces, hair unstrung, wallowing naked at her husband's feet, begging to spare her daughter. Clara? Why Clara? Because no longer than yesterday afternoon she bragged she knew a secret passage into the cathedral. Moreover, she is planning to get inside. Go ahead and find her. It's her doing. Why is it that every time something ghastly happens in this town, there's always a finger pointing at me? Where's the changeling? Who knows, right? As a Saburovs, they're probably still crying their eyes out for their miraculously acquired little baby daughter. No. Children are the root of all evil in this world, let me tell you. I'll ask them. Well, I kind of want to get the sample out of my inventory. The firebomb guys have surprisingly good loot. Like, it drops so much stuff. Wait, the firebomb's not a weapon. I guess you can just probably. God, I hate rats. For one. The mugger, barber, looter, fire starter, any violent person really, you go ahead and whistle across the guards. Just enunciate the word, Leah, guards. Otherwise, we may confuse it for the shrieks of the infected. They're wailing constantly, you see, out loud and collectively, too. I can't trade with this. I can't trade with the ones patrolling, I guess. I don't want to visit Bad Grief's shop. Maybe he has a mother. I can't believe that counted as hitting me.
Master would have approved of my
And so,
actions.
my life has come to an end. What do you mean? Nothing, apart from what I'm saying. Any crime warrants punishment, and what I did was a crime, regardless of what good intentions I may have had. Here, take the vaccine. I'm going to see Georgie. That's suicide. I did what had to be done, but I won't spend the rest of my days trying not to look the Canes in the eyes. Come on, take it. I want you to have my treasures. I won't need them anymore. Don't go, Ruben. If you care for my opinion at all, stay. I'll definitely need your help down the line. Best of luck to you, my friend. Breathe. hear you stock ammo and weapons.
What is to be, will be.
He buys stuff for worse prices, but honestly, I don't really care. He doesn't have a shotgun for sale. But you know, just here for the ammo. All the area to move in the streets, I'd probably just use the rifle. Especially because I think it does more damage. See how harmful this is. Could be worse. I don't have anything she wants. Good God. And I have 4 Schmouters, it's just the healing items that I'm lacking.
It's not me, I swear. I'm all alone against the world, but it's not my fault.
I have, just now. Come closer, sweet girl. Please, please catch this loathsome creature. She's scared of you. She knows you've already almost killed her. Help us. Don't make me resort to brute force. I'm going to take a look at your blood now. But you don't have a single needle. How are you going to puncture my arm? You're right. How in the world did this happen? I don't know. I didn't take anything. I'm not a thief. Never have I ever taken anything that didn't belong to me. But if you find some, do come back to me. I'll be waiting. I'll show you my blood. Just catch and destroy that creature. Fine, but don't you try to avoid me. Oh, is that what I needed to collect the sample? I needed a needle and I traded them all away? I can't just I can't just cut her with a knife. Alright, let's go see if we can find a dirty trash needle. Clothing store works too. I think this one over here is a clothing store. They have the chance of having a needle. Also, I just drank the immunity booster, so... Am I just immune to disease now? Because if that's how it works, I just need to find a needle in here. Here, let's find out. Yeah, it doesn't seem to affect me. Thanks, vaccine. There's not gonna be a needle in this infected house, though, is there? Yes, you want to infect me. I took the vaccine. I'm vaccinated! Uh-oh, I'm no longer vaccinated. Oh, I don't need that key anymore. There we go. I have so much shotgun ammo. When am I gonna get a shotgun?
However astute, you are unable to fathom the extent of the evil you're doing.
I'm here for the... Oh, okay. Blood sample acquired. Desperately need to get some healing items.
It's somewhere around here. Come on, catch it. Here it
What's
is.
the news? Yesterday in Barak drew someone's blood, swarming with the pest. Did you see it? I did. I studied it myself. But Barak has disappeared once again. The only person he's having relatively regular business with is Fat Vlad, but he's denying the fact. He says Barak comes when he pleases, doesn't keep him in the loop. So whose blood has Barak taken? I don't know. Any ideas? The governor got it into his head that Barak has found the man-eater. They had a meeting yesterday. Savarov said that he's been trying to evaluate the suspect all these days, to no avail. Big Vlad believes Barak's efforts have been great service. They can compare blood samples now to find the carrier. Whom did Savarov evaluate? I didn't hear a thing about it. He would hardly dare publicly announce the name of the person whose decisions he's relying on so completely. It's that deranged girl. Savarov thinks she's a saint. Katerina has adopted her. What can I do to help in this situation? I don't believe there's a man-eater. People always want to find a whipping boy, and always end up whipping the innocent. The circle of suspects has already been established. Don't let them decide anything without your consent, okay? Tell them you need to personally check anyone they're planning to kill. I'll try to if I have the time.
Oh, I would have let my... So, hurrah.
I guess, actually, now that I think about it, the medicine bag or whatever isn't that expensive. I might buy one just to heal up if this shop has one. What was it, 3-point-something K for a full heal? Like, basically a full heal? They don't have one. It's way more cost effective than the other healing items. It's almost noon. I'd like to think I'm doing good on time. It's hard to say though. 2 shots to kill, it's interesting. Wait, this is Lara's blood. What am I doing? So can I just... It didn't let me try to collect her blood. Like, because I didn't have a needle on me, and then I came back with the needle, and it didn't let me collect it anyways. Okay, we're going back.
My patron.
Okay, I think I need to make sure I have the required item before talking to her the first time, or I'm just not going to get a blood sample to check. So I don't need this one anymore. I'm currently vaccinated. Let's just see if we can get what we need. These items are fine, I'm not going to complain, but they are not what we're looking for. Now, is that needle all I need, or do I need a syringe? I guess we'll find out. One of these buildings did have a syringe. Okay, that depleted my immunity.
My patrons have a
What? I don't have an... I have a needle. I guess it has to be a syringe. Unless it's like... Unless it's meant to be like her using her changeling mind trick to convince me I don't have something to collect her blood with. Oh, my dumb. Was it infection? Was infection the bar it showed, not immunity? My immunity appears to be full. We will loot this house and get out. I think I missed a side. Good find. I missed this room last time, I guess. Yeah, I guess I just missed that room last time. Alright, I have empty bottle, I have a needle, I have syringe. If she tells me I don't have something to collect her blood with, I'm going to be very confused.
Why have the raiders burned Nina?
I hope this changeling gets caught soon. What despicable creature, product of the steps and sand, made of bones of clay. Who is it standing there? The girl? That's not her. How could you think that? Don't you see? This is my foster daughter, Clara. That's what I'm looking for. But she's not guilty, don't you know? She's a saint. She is helpful and kind. She heals people. She's already dragged more than 100 men out of their graves. She was at the cathedral. It wasn't her. It was some changeling that walks around under the guise of our sweet girl. We drove her out, and she crept to the cemetery. Proper place for this creature. She nestles there, under the wing of the insane Grace. Our daughter can't stand her as well. I need to take a sample of her blood. No, never. It would be extremely impolite of us to besmirch her with suspicion. If we through our distress offend the Grace that lives within her, she will lose her miraculous abilities. No, never. She will remain here on my responsibility. My spouse and I vouch for her. I declare this girl grounded. I assume the town hall and the governor's house are equally reliable in this respect. Undoubtedly. It'll be Orf, not Karminsky. Orf, really? Yes, Karminsky was recalled. He's needed in the field. As far as I understood, a certain delicate operation requires a hanging judge and a punisher. How in the world is Orf unsuitable for this?
What?
So? Have you met the changeling already? What the hell? They threw you out and now you're here? Yes. Will you kill her? She's after you too, and about to get you. You only managed to avoid it until now due to a single little mistake. She who? Changeling! The changeling! She's the spitting image of me. Only she's a ghost, a demon. She is not at all. Not human in the slightest. A foul evil killer, pretending to be me on purpose. I'm looking for her. Looking for her everywhere. It was she who brought the disease. On purpose. What in the world are you talking about? Yes, she spreads the disease from house to house. That's how it gets through walls. People open their doors to her willingly. Those gullible children, they think it's me. I only found out today. People are attracted to her. They want her to lay a hand on their lips, on their heart. They want to touch her. And who are you, then? I am Clara, the instrument of the miraculous power that is beyond the realm of humans. They call me the Harbinger Angel. There is no such angel. How do you know? Who are you to speak of high heavens? You, the man that is stuck in the dimness of rebellious arts and the horrors of heretical teachings. Step away from me, bachelor. By the power that's been bestowed upon me, step away. You've no power over me.
My patrons have abandoned me.
I guess it is supposed to be like she's using her weird mind trickery. Shotgun. Is that a man who could perhaps have a bandage? That's valuable to me. Speak up. Who's spreading the infection? Look me in the eye. I swear on my soul's salvation. It wasn't me. Not my fault. You know it's a man-eater, shavneck creature, feminine gender. And do you see any, lady parts on my person? Eh? And so I plead not guilty. What's this guy even saying? What a weird conversation. Clock's ticking, clock's ticking. Leave me alone, rat.
The
Hello,
grave
Grace.
diggers have scattered.
My head is splitting. Have
Where
you
are
seen
they?
Clara? She's hiding. In the infected part of town, most likely. Or maybe somewhere by the station. A terrible person is coming from the capital to execute her tomorrow. She wanted to hide between the carriages, then slip onto a train and leave, but didn't want to do it without saying goodbye to Murky and Sticky first. Grace, does Claire have a twin sister? Shabnak Gadir's made a habit of pretending to be Claire. She came to me once, talked to me. I didn't realize it at first, and then I wondered, why was she so tall? So I looked down and saw it. She had no feet, just broken bones sticking out of her shoes. So scary. I was so short of breath, I ran away, and she had such an evil scowl, laughing. And what did she say? Lots of things. She even mentioned you, said she was looking for you, said she wanted to lure you into a trap, to fool the doctor, said the doctor's not so smart, that she fooled everyone, she's going to fool him too, turn his needles into hooks, so he won't prick her hands. Damn.
Have you?
Okay, train station or... Sticky and who's Murky? I have to go visit Sticky. Well, she said in the infected district, so probably Sticky. We'll save here. It's gonna take a lot of time walking up to Sticky. There's some people playing with fire bombs in the background. Fantastic. Some thugs in the street. Killing a guard right behind another guard's back. Oh, I forgot the ladies run if they see you with the weapon. I was gonna have her repair my gear. And over here we have an actual bloodbath. I missed.
This joint won't break.
I found the
It's made of
carrier. Track the
metal.
carrier down. Go there at once, or you'll miss everything. Who is it? The Shabnak, the lucid-skinned ghost I told you before. This is it. I'm sure this is it. It's kind of bodiless, and it killed a man just by looking at it. We have to catch it. Where did it go? It's somewhere near the abattoir. I was going to run looking for you at once, but luckily I stumbled upon a courier. Right now it's probably heading east towards the rotten field. Alright, I'll go have a look at your ghost. Clara's sending me on a wild goose chase. I'm getting taken for a ride. Wait, is this sticky knot? Maybe he had something else to say, and that was actually just a side quest I triggered, and I needed to trigger the actual quest dialogue.
A raider sect wants
There he
to
is.
burn
So,
our
have you caught
town.
the carrier? Do you know where
What do
Clara is? That's exactly what I'm talking about, except she turned out to not be Claire at all. Claire's a saint, and that Shabnak's just a twin of hers, so you didn't catch her. I think this is your turntail moment. You have to run, she's looking for you. Why would I run from her? It's she who seems to be running from me. No, she's looking for you. She told that to Grace and Murky. I'll find him, she said, and there will be no mercy. That's the exact words. No mercy. She can kill you with a single stare. You look into her eyes and an hour later you're sick, like bam, and there you go. Rubbish. Where can I find Clara? It's not a good idea, I'm telling you. Alright, if you want to see her that bad, just wait a bit. She'll find you herself. My place of residence is an open secret. I'm not hiding from anyone.
Yep.
It's 1 o'clock. We'd stop the Termitary from being stormed at 10. Need to see about Sticky's. Who is Murky? Like, I don't think I've ever met someone named Murky, but I guess I'll go check out the railway station. 'Cause that's where the person mentioned. Oh my goodness. let's take a little look-see at Aspity. Maybe Aspity's got something for me.
It's better not to ask.
Nope. Apparently you get hurt for just going too far. Am I just blind? It's... I looked it up because I wanted to make sure like I wasn't just completely missing something, but it says it the person should have just been like right here? Am I just blind? Do I have to actually go in the tunnel? Surely I don't go in the tunnel. No, yeah. Wait, is it this thing that I started taking damage when I went near it? What do you want? Who are you? I was just searching for a body. I'm hungry. I'm tired. You don't need to hunt me. Did you start it all? Yes. You're going with me. Where's the girl? Why didn't she come to take me to the other side? You mean Clara? Do not hunt me. Feel the skin on your face. You're dying already. Go away. I want to see the little one. Where's the kind girl? It's literally just killing me for being near it. Interesting. It's interesting that they made it damage you just from going near it, because I thought that was just like a border marker or something, and like I was just going too close to the border and it was killing me. Who are you? I don't know if I should kill it or not. But I will. And I'll go to find Clara, and then we'll go back to Sticky. I'm gonna be annoyed that, like, I can't collect its body or anything. So, like, the existence of that creature is proof for, like, everything. But I'm willing to bet I'm not gonna be allowed to present the creature to people.
was in that well.
Aim close. Her head's
They're bringing
murmuring.
the clay
Says
down.
she'll eat your heart before you even notice. What's this all about? You can hide from her in the nursery, but not for long. Needy draws her wrong. She's a distaff. Who is she? I don't know. Tell it to your mummy. She'll hush you down, okay?
Where
The
is
stiff's rolling
my
its
doll?
brains under the earth crust.
Who will feed
Did you make
it?
that up yourself? No, I was taught. A Mara girl looking for you. Beware. Clara? Yes. But you don't need her. You need her twin sister. She'll help you. She helps everybody. Clara is nice. The Mara is evil. The Mara is a Shabnak, a Marad, a Nastel. Where's Clara? What do you need Clara for? You need the Nastel that's pretending to be Clara. They're easy to tell apart. Alright. How do I tell them apart? The Mara can't talk. Her words are like little spits of dirt, filthy. She mutters and chatters and mumbles. People don't talk like that. And earth spills out of her mouth, too. Where can I find her? Lamara's hiding today. Everyone's hunting her. She's hunting you. She thinks that if she kills you, everyone will just let her go. Tee-hee. Damn it. Is there a single sane person in this town?
The
I've exhausted my leads.
chin wagging.
Killed that creature. What was it? A golem or something? I don't know. I wish we could find out. Was there no way of capturing it alive? There was no way I was going to even try. It still gives me shivers.
Every
Am I really supposed to just, like, examine every single blood sample? Surely not. I mean, if that's the case, I'm gonna have to start the day over from the very beginning, because I do not have time. I have... It's 4 o'clock, 6 hours until I have to go stop the termitary thing.
Who knows what the creature that lives under the theater is? I don't like rumors that have to do with my wife.
No, Batch. Claire is not with us. Too much evidence says that she is not who she pretended to be. It's possible that she is indeed Simon's murderer and spawn of the earth. We decided to banish her from our home, withdraw our protection from her. She's the prime suspect. So what course of action do you intend to take? I heard she treats Katarina and you almost like parents. Is that true? Katarina and I made it clear we redeem her a gift from above. Katarina was even ready to adopt her. There's something that confuses us, however. What? Thing is, Katarina sensed her inhumanity. But still, we approached her as if we knew nothing of her secret. I trusted Claire. She seemed to be an emissary of some benevolent power, sent to assist us in disposing of this atrocious plague. And now you don't trust her? Supernatural powers do not distinguish between black and white. They do not share human views on good and evil. To the human eye, the border that separates earthly evil from earthly good is thin and broken. That ancient logic is beyond our understanding. This again, the reason of prehistoric. Find heavier. I'll study your blood. Where does one find her these days? Where it is most dangerous now. Whoever she is, she still believes that she is here on a holy quest to improve the order of things, to help the doomed. With that, there's that. Talk about this Katarina. I mean, this is other Clara, I guess. Oh, she's gone.
My stomach hurts.
Where's the girl? Gone already. She darted straight after you as soon as the door closed behind your back. Didn't even take her a minute. I was positive she went with you. She was your responsibility. She was, heaven knows what it is.
The Inquisitor will demand a... Yes.
do now?
How's my brother? So, hurrah.
I guess the person did tell me that there was the comment that like my house, everybody knows where I live or whatever.